If William Ruto wins the election 2027, he'll not be the president 2032. Or if he loses in 2027, a new president comes and issues and signs an executive order nullifying all the title deeds that will be issued under the affordable housing. What will happen to millions of people who have invested into this? Welcome to Trending News. Today is a national day for our brothers and sisters, the Muslims. This being a national holiday, Helicopter decided to bring to you free blockbusters that touch you as you sit at home looking at it. We are today looking at the affordable housing. This is President Ruto's pet topic, the affordable housing. This affordable housing is built on government land. So the question that Helicopter wants to discuss is that land where the buildings are built, not public land. What will happen with the people who have bought this public land? Is the government's business to sell land to people? Many Kenyans are buying land, are buying those affordable housing. What nobody is explaining is about the land of that issue. These houses are being built by taxpayers' taxes. The 1.5% levy is just like the fuel levy that every motorist, once you fuel, you pay for road maintenance levy. Can that road that has been built be sold to Cyrus? Can that road that has been built be a private entity? Those are the hard questions that we have there. This takes us back to what happened in the year 2003. KANU had taken over KICC. They took over ownership of KICC. And let me look at the authority about the KICC. You'll be told that KANU declared that the Kenyatta International Convention Centre belongs to them. And the president at that time gazetted it that is land that belongs to KICC. KANU, if you remember very well, used to have all its functions at KICC. For those ones who don't know the history of KANU, KANU is the party that formed government in 1963 through Jomo Kenyatta. When Jomo Kenyatta died in 1978, Mwai became the president and the head of KANU. They took over KICC. And when they took over KICC, they turned it into their headquarters, the headquarters of KANU. Kibaki contested the 2002 elections and won the elections. When he came in, he signed an executive order, the president's executive order, on February 11, 2003. What was the import of the executive order? He returned KICC to the people of Kenya. He ordered Raphael Tuju, then the Minister for Tourism, to go and implement the takeover. Raphael Tuju went and took over KICC back to the government. KANU went to court in a miscellaneous civil application number 128 of 2003, challenging the executive order of the president. The court did not vacate the executive order of the president, and therefore KANU lost. When KANU lost, it went to the ELC court and filed now a substantive case that is in the Environment and Land Court, Environment and Land Petition number E025 of 2020, which a judgment came out on the 3rd of 2024, 3rd June, by Justice J.A. Mogeni, a judge of the court of the High Court of Kenya. What was the judgment of that? What was the decision of the judge? A declaration is being issued that LR 209/11157 was obtained illegally, unlawfully, and without following legal procedures, hence a nullity ab initio. B. The title documents, leasehold interests were obtained illegally, and they cannot confer any proprietary interest on KANU. That the allocation of the suit property to KANU without following the legal procedure is unlawful, illegal, and unconstitutional. That the suit property, as registered being LR number 209/19829, issued in the name of the Permanent Secretary to Treasury to hold in trust for the Ministry of Tourism, is the lawful, legal, and constitutionality appropriate title for the suit title. This is the judgment of the judge. So the question we are asking, President Kibaki signed an executive order that returned KICC to the people. If William Ruto wins the election 2027, he'll not be the president 2032. Or if he loses in 2027, a new president comes and issues and signs an executive order nullifying all the title deeds that will be issued under the affordable housing. What will happen to millions of people who have invested into this? Does the president have those powers similar to what Kibaki exercised? Article 135, which will be there because this constitution is not going to be amended, reads, a decision of the president in the performance of any function of the president under this constitution shall be in writing and shall bear the seal and signature of the president. That gives the president the power to do executive orders. So if the president who will come signs an executive order returning the lands, returning the title deed where the affordable housing has been built, what will you do? If you challenge that decision, Vice President have said, where KANU challenged and they lost. KANU went to the ELC and they lost. So this is the blockbuster we are telling you, that as we'll tell you the way the law is. Can government explain how they will rigor out if an executive order is signed by the incoming president, either in 2027 or in 2032, declaring that those affordable housing can be taken back to the citizens of this country, Can those properties be brought back under the principle of nationalization? The president has the magic card under Article 135 of the Constitution. Keep watching. Keep understanding the law. It has happened. KANU lost KICC. KANU lost the land in Nakuru and other properties that KANU had taken from people. What does the Constitution provide on land that has been acquired illegally or unprocedurally? Article 62, sub-article 4 says, public land shall not be disposed of or otherwise used except in terms of an act of parliament specifying the nature and terms of that disposal or use. So the question that is there, does the Constitution envisage a situation where public land is going to be sold to individuals? Public land can only be leased. You can lease that land for a short time, a duration not exceeding 99 years. So are the people who are buying affordable housing buying a lease? The government has been quiet. And if that lease, remember the leases of county governments and the leases of national government can be terminated anytime. If the president signs an executive order, like President Kibaki signed that executive order while on a wheelchair, many Kenyans will have lost their hard-earned money. Wakili, Dan Senomarioles, it's a pleasure to talk to you over the holiday. Asanteni.